And I want to bring in Congressman Joaquin Castro, Democrat from Texas. Congressman, pleasure to see you.
Great to see you, Jose.
You're among the next generation of lawmakers in Washington. Let me get your reaction to what the president said last night.
Well, I think what you see is a president who's been committed to doing as much as he can to resolve this immigration issue. He's used his executive orders now twice to affect the lives of millions of immigrants, Latinos certainly, but also Asians and even Europeans and others. And he's a president who has sought the cooperation of the Republican Party in Congress. And while there have been a handful of Republicans who have been very helpful and who do support comprehensive immigration reform, he also pointed out that there was a real opportunity in the Congress in the last term to pass comprehensive immigration reform, but Speaker Boehner, because of the Hastert rule, didn't allow that to come to the floor for a vote. And you also heard him say that he's not going to be a lame duck on this issue. He's going to continue to push forward, not only defending the executive action in court, but also trying to work with Republicans on legislation. And I hope, for the better of the country, and also because there's so many moving stories like Eric's story, for the better of so many millions of people, that we're able to find a compromise and an agreement on this.
Congressman, but it just, many will question just how serious both sides, both political parties are about this issue, because isn't there more that could be done? There are conferences on terrorism, there are conferences on global warming, there are conferences where maybe the president can get and sit down with legislators on both sides of the aisle and try to continue bipartisan effort. It just seems as though that isn't happening on immigration.
No, I think what you've seen is a president who over the years has met with both Mitch McConnell and John Boehner extensively, has spoken to them and their staff members extensively, and who continues to do that. And members of Congress have also spoken out to each other, but it's been tough. And like I said, and as the president said last night, there were the votes to pass a comprehensive immigration bill, and that wasn't done. And so his suggestion to Jeb Bush, Governor Bush, about reaching out to Speaker Boehner and the other presidential candidates who do support comprehensive immigration reform, reaching out to Speaker Boehner, I think that's great advice, because if they want to, they can be very helpful in getting the leadership in Congress to come along.
And Congressman, I want to turn you to the fight against ISIS. You're on the Armed Services and Foreign Affairs Committees. Three New York City men have been arrested accused of planning to join ISIS as well as targeting the president. How concerned are you about an attack here at home?
Greatly concerned. Our country faces growing threats both here in our homeland and also abroad, which is why this is the worst time to not fund the Department of Homeland Security. One of the recruitment tools that ISIS and Al-Qaeda and other terrorist groups have is to try to get lone wolf or these groups of people in the United States to launch attacks within the United States, or alternatively to come join them in foreign lands and join them in their fights over there. So we've got to be very concerned. With the advent of the digital age, which is just continuing to grow, I think these threats are just going to grow.
Congressman Joaquin Castro, thanks for being with me. It's good to see you, sir.
Thank you.